Good morning, everybody. I am officially at campus today. Had an amazing class. I really wanted to take some time to address a couple things because today's class was on conflict resolution in the workplace. And I just want to say that Virginia State is doing such an amazing job at preparing these kids for real life. They bring in people who own businesses like me to talk with the kids about how it is in the real world, how it is across all aspects of having a job. So today we are talking about different types of management resolutions as well as HR resolutions. And there is a HR person on here. I'm going to tag her in the video below because she is an HR resolution specialist and her content is fantastic. Actually, I sent my kids to go listen to her as well because I think it's so important this day and age. We have a third party involved that is not associated with the company. That being the case, in all of these conflict resolution things, the one thing that I wanted to bring up to these kids and did, while conflict resolution in the workplace is vital, there is something now that creates a caveat to conflict resolution. And I asked all these kids, where do people go when they're mad about something? And they all just, was really interesting. Outside of one or two, no one said social media. Well, then my question became, if it's not apparent that social media can be an issue, that is something we need to be teaching our kids, right? Not only that if you run a business, manage a business, own a business, that is something you have to be aware of, but also as someone who runs a company, a CEO, who is a manager, who is an executive, because everybody's watching every move you make. Now, for me, is that real? There's only like a couple of people who actually interact with my videos. So, but people can go and look at your information. People can go and see the type of person that you are. Even in the comments, sometimes to say nothing is better. I'm learning that because I know what I say is good, could, or is going to come back on me. So I just really wanted to give props to Virginia State, Jonathan Young, and the students that I work with on a weekly basis, because you are all doing the right things. You are all doing the things that matter. I really feel like the more you do this, the more you get involved with internships, learning about other people and jobs in the community, the further you're going to go in life because you're going to have the correct tools. I hope that all colleges are doing this, to be completely honest, but this is just part of the mission of Kids On First. Not only do I want kids to have the access to baseball, but also college prep. I love the fact that I get to do this as a woman who works in baseball. I love the fact that I get to do this as a woman who is an executive. It really is fulfilling. And these kids are amazing. And I could not be happier with my Wednesday mornings because they just really bring me so much joy. Have a good Wednesday.